This is an overview of the Haynes Building site. Here I have taken the Haynes Building atrium. I've measured just the parts of the atrium that are relevant to our exhibit. As you can see, the part of the atrium that we plan on using comprise the lower level right here with 6 panels on this side of the atrium, on the Whole Foods side, followed by the mezzanine level right here, and then a third level on the upper level right here that is in front of the Express Newark entrance. One of the unstated objectives of the exhibit is a way to encourage people to view the downstairs area and then to encourage them to go upstairs in front of Express Newark to see the upstairs area, which incidentally also encourages people to see Express Newark. Here we have our proposal for how to fill the space. We've loosely broken down the space into 3 main sections: the lower level, devoted to history and documentation; the mezzanine level above and below, devoted to documenting the current site inside and outside; and then the upper area in front of Express Newark to be devoted to the student proposals from Columbia, 11 proposals for the structure's reuse. Let's begin at the beginning. This is what the first of the 6 panels will look like. The 6 panels are broken down along this wall into 6 sections. Each of those sections corresponds to one bay. So we go through introduction, significance, history, context, stakeholders, etc. We loosely propose to break down each of these panels into 3 registers: an upper register for images. These images are large-scale printed images, preferably on styrofoam board that is light and then mounted to the wall. This is a way to attract people into the space so that if they're walking by, they'll see these large photos on the top register, and then they can approach and look at the details in the lower register. So the lower register can consist of photos and text, and then the middle register between the upper and the lower register, we are proposing to fill those with quotes. So quotes from relevant historic individuals. And these quotes in these 3 registers can be repeated visually along all 6 bays to lend a visual coherence to the design and a sense of movement from one side to the other. We move here after introducing the structure. We establish its historic significance in the next bay, following the same format with large images above and text below. This is followed by discussing the urban context and various technologies and materials. So here we propose to take a few sample materials from the actual jail, a sample of metal, wood, terracotta, and brick, allowing people to see photographs of the actual materials, to read about them, and then to have the tactile experience of touching them beneath as they are mounted against the wall. This is all a way to prep people and to establish the historic significance of the jail, its relevance to Newark's history, and to document the structure before people go upstairs and can situate the student proposals in the context of the structure's history. Here in the last panel, we present a kind of a flow chart, not this one right here, but it's kind of a flow chart to represent the various stakeholders who are involved in this project. And then this is the looking back the opposite direction. Here we have another signage, so there can be signage as you approach from the Halsey Street and from the Broad Street direction, allowing you to read these 6 panels in this direction, but also in this direction. We also propose to place beneath the mezzanine level a reconstruction of a jail cell from the Essex County Jail that can be photorealistically created, as well as in-screen dialogue boxes. So here we can have a video about photogrammetry or the jail's history, and on the other side we can have an oral history project with interviews with the various individuals related to the jail, such as Liz Del Tufo or Rutgers stakeholders or individuals incarcerated formerly in the prison. And this allows people to see their face, put on the headphones, listen to the audio, and look inside the jail, therefore visually recreating the experience of what it is like to be here. At this point, we encourage individuals to go upstairs to follow this series of red dots on the floor that can be mounted on the floor as stickers. And we go up, 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 and we reach the upper level of the mezzanine, which can be devoted to a model of the jail. This can be a three-dimensional model of styrofoam and paper that allows people to have both the granular perspective of an individual jail cell and the overall perspective of what it is like to see the jail from above. At this point, I think after the documentation and history and experience of the prison through oral history, through quotes, through visuals, and through historical research, the audience is now ready to see the proposed reconstructions and the proposed reuses of this important historic structure for Newark. For the upper level, we propose to erect a temporary proscenium screen of high-quality wood and plywood that can be disassembled and assembled after the program. And this is a plywood wall consisting of 12 panels that are arranged in a circle, allowing you to stand in the center of the circle and survey in a single sweep of the eye all the various proposals that are broken down by social history, institutional reuse, materials and technology, housing, and interpretive design. The objective here is to show people the wide variety of uses that this structure can be put to, and to communicate that there is potential in the Essex County Jail to create something creative and innovative for Newark and the Rutgers NJIT community. So here it is, the overview of the exhibit in 3 parts: a lower level for history, a mid-level consisting of a recreated jail cell and a model for documentation, and then an upper level for reuse. And this comprises a visual narrative that is tied together by these red dots that guide people through the space and up to the upstairs level.